Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video of 2023 in my LEGO train layout series. In today's video, I want to take the time to present my development plans for the year by going over the different themes I have in my layout. These themes represent the major areas and collection of structures. Right now, they are known as Downtown, Ninjago Harbor, the Haunted Forest, Christmas Town, and Seaside Town. Full disclaimer, not all the benchwork and wood structure is complete, which is a major goal for me this year. Nevertheless, this video will be a nice snapshot of how I imagine each area will look in the future, which will be fun to compare to further down the line as each of the themed areas develop. And of course, my number one priority will be LEGO Trains. So to begin, the first area is known simply as Downtown. It will feature themes and characters from Warner Bros, such as Harry Potter and the Looney Tunes, and from Disney, such as Marvel and Mickey Mouse, with a few other surprise visitors, of course. If I could compare it to anything, it would be like Toontown from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is one of my favorite movies. I want Downtown to be vibrant with color, and just a fun place with lots of action where you can recognize some of your favorite characters. Like all great cartoons, there's a certain level of absurdity I want to go for as I create the scenes. I think buildings like Diagon Alley will be perfect for creating downtown, along with many tall skyscrapers, such as the Daily Bugle, which will likely be my first purchase of the year. I think it's important to have many hidden scenes in downtown, and the layout in general. Remember, it's more interesting for the viewer if not everything can be seen all at once. No matter what though, I can promise that downtown is going to be a very fun place to visit. So let's now take a look at the next area. Welcome to Ninjago Harbor. These were some of my favorite sets to build. They are hyper detailed and all with a certain level of grandeur to them. The iconic Ninjago sets look amazing placed on a layout together, but I think their true beauty shines when they have enough water placed around them instead of packing them into the middle of a busy city, which is why I want to make this area the harbor. But I'm going to need a lot more blue base plates to develop this area. Of course, the harbor also needs a train to match the theme, and I can promise I have something special in the works right now. I was also able to integrate the Spring Lantern Festival into Ninjago Harbor, and I think they pair great together. This was done by raising the base of the gardens so that it is level with the Ninjago walkway instead of the water. I also find that the Overwatch theme blends very well with Ninjago, so be prepared to see many of your favorite Overwatch characters pay a visit here. Also in Ninjago Harbor, you might spot a few iconic characters who are known for their treasure-seeking adventures. Now, for the next theme, it's time to get spooky. Enter if you dare the Haunted Forest. This area will feature abandoned buildings and decrepit mansions, as well as every ghoul, ghast, ghost, and goblin you can imagine. There will also be a large amount of vegetation, such as trees and undergrowth, to really give this area a sense that you're no longer on the main road. Monster Fighters was one of the first themes I started collecting when I got into LEGO, and I love the washed out colors of the buildings. It definitely adds to their levels of eeriness. Of course, there's also the Scooby-Doo castle, which fits right into this theme. I think this area is going to take a lot of work to develop, especially creating all the vegetation and finding just the right balance between the buildings and the trees. This year I also plan to make a locomotive showcase video for the Ghost Train, where I can go over the design process and also present the unique interior of each wagon. Also, monsters and Halloween in general are two of my favorite themes in anything, so I'm absolutely looking forward to developing this area of the layout. Now for the next theme, we're heading north to visit a jolly old fellow. This is Christmas Town. I adore Christmas. It's right there with Halloween as my two favorite times of the year, so I always had thought to have a winter-themed area on my layout. The Home Alone mansion fits perfectly with the winter buildings. This area is going to be heavy on the white base plates in order to give the impression that it's snow-covered. However, I don't want it to look completely flat either, so that's going to be an interesting challenge. I also want Christmas Town to have its own independent railroad with the holiday train and the holiday Main Street trolley that recently came out. This area is already so colorful and festive and magical, so I'm super eager to work on it this year, especially by getting the trolley, but it's currently sold out everywhere, so I'll have to wait. In the meantime though, I have one more theme to show you. With choppy waters, old fishing boats, and run-down shrimp shacks, I present to you Seaside Town. While Ninjago Harbor is vibrant and bustling, Seaside Town is meant to give the impression that it's seen better days. Still, in this old-time coastal town, you'll find plenty of interesting characters and lots of maritime culture. Originally, I thought about placing this area between the mainland and Ninjago Harbor, but if I have the space, I might put it on the opposite side of the table to give the impression that the layout is one large island. There will also be a plate girder bridge for a train, which gives me the challenge of building on different levels in this area. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to see how much progress can be made this year. As always, see you next time.